the most stacked fighting game pool of players probably in the history of the FGC, to be honest with you. The sheer amount of players at this point that can win a tournament like this
Well,
that are here, I swear it's just
it is massive. We're going to get to see two of them real shortly. Let me say who the winner's side is in the top 40. Chris G versus Blaz, Lashar versus Knuckle Dude, Shen versus Juicy Joe, Shen versus Ending Walker, that's up there on stage. Not Pedro versus Kills You, Kings Vega versus NL, Hikaru versus Prime A, and Pump versus Latif. Man, there's some storylines in there.
Latif is here. Oh my
Oh
god.
yeah, Latif's been killing it, no doubt. Nice up to the stage. Or again, Ending Walker and Cien.
And I'm really excited about this because I'm really, oh look at this, a wave from Ending Walker. I'm really curious who Cien is going to go with. I saw a clip of one of the offline matches where he eliminated Nemo using Kimberly. And the thing is, I know Cien has always dabbled in a little bit of Kimberly, and now obviously this character has continually gotten buffs, season after season, and it is indeed.
All right, we're on the final day of CEO.
Okay, we'll see what happens here. One thing about Cien is I always like to play characters that aren't like the biggest, most common meta character. And DJ fit that bill. Kimberly fits that bill currently. I don't know how long.
I think that this character is a Cien character.
Sure.
It is a character that you can grab, has a lot of really evil setups and such, and you know, especially with the stack.
All right, Ending Walker and Cien.
Absolutely brutal. But it is indeed going to be the Ryu from Ending Walker.
Yeah, happy to see it.
Man, this matchup ever since the patch, Ryu got that damage boost. Man,
But again, this is a tough situation. Kimberly here in the corner didn't even have the level 1. Couldn't do anything about that at all. And again, with how crazy her offense has become, the defense still in a tough situation for her.
Not a strong suit.
Pressure and the drive rush into the overhead.
For the kill already.
Oh, slightly off. And that's the first chance that Cien has actually gotten.
Oh, okay, expecting some kind of wake up there, nothing came.
Okay.
Come the tricks.
speaking of waking up, I just woke up.
Great block and great reaction.
Oh my God,
The
that's amazing,
super
amazing reaction.
Ending Walker taking game number 1.
Yeah, I'm not surprised to see this character select. At least to take some time, but maybe to think about switching. Nope, okay, fair enough, yeah. Comes into this with his game plan, he's going to stick to it. And after all, in some of those instances, I guess the other way would have been a really different story. He was cautious on Ending Walker's wake up one time.
All right, let's see how this one goes.
Right, like things like that were kind of the snowball points.
I think the most important thing about this here was just the correct color for Kimberly as well. Okay. Blue, let's go.
Got great options.
Perfect parry. Oh my God.
Remember, the perfect parry has been changed in this game. Got to hold back or down back accordingly, properly. Now here we are in the corner position again. As I mentioned yesterday, she has a hard time fighting out of here because she doesn't have a particularly far range attack, but the side switch is huge at that moment. Hold on, side
Oh,
switch, but it's the double bomb.
missed the confirm.
Crap, I haven't seen that.
That's unfortunate.
And yeah, into the level 1, just like that. Yeah, with the double buff, because obviously, when you normally drop the 1 buff, you would hit the TV and at least he doesn't get the momentum, but now you can just keep the combo going.
Yep. Looking at a yellow robot ninja on the left side.
Nice. Okay, here we go, corner position, plus breaks on that. Unfortunately, though,
Okay.
she doesn't refill her strength.
Side switch.
Around. She can't do it again. Oh,
Just navigating around what was surely to be Ryu's attempted.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Okay, not going to spend the meter just yet. Anyone who wants to save it for perhaps the guaranteed kill situation. That's a punish counter throw. That's gonna hurt.
That might have been intense, though. That did not look
I don't know, Ryu with CA. Now you're burnt out.
No, not yet.
Wait.
Doesn't think it's gonna kill quite yet.
Yeah, a lot of lights in there. Oh no, it was too late.
No, hold on a second, Messi. No, Andy Walker had just gotten the bar.
Unfortunate. You don't need to use that meter. There you go.
Scramble situation. Top 48 up on the stage. Hearts are pumping. Match point.
Oh,
Obviously, one of the nice benefits about that level 3, though, is that she does get the power up regardless of whether it hits or not. I mean, we've seen them, for example, a nerf to Mai that she doesn't necessarily
got the anti-airs.
stocks on level 1.
Throw looping? Oh.
Counter hit, poke. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's it.
Leg standing heavy.
That is it. Oh!
Andy Walker
He dropped it.
and slide, yeah, gets the frame. Oh,
Too
no.
early, and he did not want to wake up the fireball. Wow. What
He
a-
just
This match is insane.
He's gonna go to level 3 here.
Two gray bars up on the top. Both of them CSRs.
And both of them on the verge of death here. What is the
All he had to do was level 3.
Nothing. Just in case for a couple of frames. All we had to do was level 3. And it happened.
Fuck.
Press the button as well. Yep, timing.
That was too far away for Kimberly to get the crouching light punch to combo off that.
That's insane.
Going for the combo. Sia taking advantage of the plus frames on the hit. Using that stand beat.
Oh, dude, Kimberly's got the right expression right there. Whoa. Get it together. Two of the best players in the world.
But again, like you said, first match here on the stream, top 48. There's, the chance to get to Capcom Cup to try to win $1 million on the line. $1 million can do something to your brain, honestly.
You can't mess that up again, Ending Walker.
Right there. Punish counter throw, but a perfect parry.
Okay.
Gonna be able to get, oh, no.
Does Kim have a side switch? I don't. Oh, man.
Ending Walker going for the risk there. That's gonna give Sia a chance. Look at this corner carry. You gotta deal with the bomb.
Boom. Uh-oh. No, he was slide barely, yeah.
Man, that messes up your confirms. That double can
Sweet.
definitely messes up your confirms.
Around either way.
But I think that's why Ending Walker chose it, because it's like, Sia knows, why would you sweep there? Ooh, okay. Finding the level 1 to be able to get through here. Obviously, doesn't have to charge just yet, so using that level 1, gonna make it hard
Okay.
to get to level 3 eventually.
Nope.
Oh, no.
Nope.
Might not have to, well, actually, before it was definitely close enough.
Hand back.
Kimberly, obviously, like I said,
Okay.
kick is basically from off the bridge, but
See what you got. Oh! Oh, you can do that?
Got a little conversion. Andy Walker now in the corner. Looks 3 ready to go. Burn up close.
Oh,
There it is.
yeah. And he goes for a butt. The reactions from Cien. He was ready to go. Gonna spend the bomb to get
Kim is always going to have meter. That's insane.
the chase down with the drive rush after there.
Himself right out.
Oh, no.
Kimberly just like that. Jan, as soon as he got
Bro, this has got to be frustrating for Ending Walker.
right in there. Match point now for both.
Oh, boy. Oh, a tree. Good patience right there. And the punish counter. Oh, what?
Okay.
Yeah, that was
Don't. Oh, what? Why are you burning it?
And so Ending Walker used that as the pseudo shooting.
You're going to leave Cien with level 3 against your nothing?
What a throw tech. That's such a brave throw tech at this stage. Go! He had a super early throw. I feel like Ending Walker is trying to bait out the whip throw from Cien.
And trying to force the issue now. A couple of bars of drive gates. I don't know if they cancel. Without turning gray at least.
Here we go. Hashokeki pressure. Burn
Okay,
out.
burnt him out.
It's dangerous now. Now chip damage is a threat also.
Okay.
Walker has that.
Anti-airs?
Hold on.
Missed the button.
Got him.
Regular dash. Not even green dash. And Andy Walker in there.
Yeah, after blocking the arc step, there's a little bit of that mix-up right there. Last time, Ending Walker just drive rushed right in there to have the pressure against the arc step. And that time he did nothing. You were telling Sia was kind of like, okay, you might drive rush forward. And when he did it, he was like, okay. And then the regular dash came in. And so, obviously a lot of people have been talking about how strong drive rushes are. It's good to throw in, some of the classic kind of 5 approaches in there. Kobe block roll move, you know?
Yeah, regular dash is
Still,
still good. Yeah. Now, if you were to go to anyone dash, you just got a little bit further. You have $1 million. Do you think you get it?
Ending Walker? No,
No way.
not ending.
Not a chance. Jay, be like, what are you
Dude, what happened?
Yeah, I was like, why are you doing that with your wrist?
Yeah, what's up with your hand?
Yeah, I mean, the other thing too is we've obviously seen how strong his level 1 is with Denton charge, right? It's almost like he has his lasers, right? So.
So that was one of the matches in the top 48 winner side that we are looking at. We also have a lot in losers side. Let me briefly go through. And many
Guys, if you like what you're seeing, I definitely play Street Fighter a lot. Play some other games. Give me the follow. Share the live. You know, tap the screen. Anything helps. And I'm trying to get affiliate on Twitch, so I'm twitching right now. So fun with Antonio over there. Get over there, start watching me. That's all I ask. Give me a follow. You know, whatever you guys wish to do.
Mora versus Kudo, Daigo versus Kobayan, Namen versus Aqua, Mena RD versus
Daigo got beat by a 14-year-old yesterday. That was wild.
Kudo versus Squall, and DCQ versus
Alright, so first of all, just gotta correct myself that I guess the match that I saw between Cien and Nemo was on winner's side.
Okay.
When Cien won. But who the crap sent a lot of these guys into the losers bracket, man? That is a
Tough line. It's a tough major.
yeah, exactly. Of course, one of the chances to get to Capcom Cup, and you can seriously make a name for yourself, right? Whether you get there via the LCQ or not. And as you saw on the stream, one of the most infamous LCQ runs of the Capcom Cup, Zen, sitting on the screen over there. He obviously won the last chance qualifier, got all the way to second place. Second or third? It was second, right? Man, it's so hard to, it's so crazy how much you just forget, like, exactly how everything went down after all these years. But, he definitely made a name for himself through that bracket. And here he is all the time now. We see him in all of these things.
Great player, no doubt about it. Juicy Joe on the other side. Big breakout over the last couple of years. Stars in Europe. Europe SFL, also Majors too. I mean, awesome player.
I
Very creative music.
loved the fact that after JP got nerfed, he was like, whatever,
Yeah.
this is my character.
Yeah.
And in fact, I feel like, although there might be some players who are, just more experienced, have, maybe stronger fundamentals using JP, but I think he has, like, some of the best JP tech, There's always that distinction, like, are you a better fighting game player or are you a better character player? That specific character. In a lot of situations, that is such an advantage to have. I feel like, at this point, because he never stopped using Juicy Joe knows, like, all the situations. He's never worried. What are you looking at?
Jen is playing inside of a shoebox.
Oh,
Shout out to the homemade tech.
using the Shanghai tech here,
The literal shoebox.
Why does this do this? Kicks me out of full screen.
Well, you know what the crazy I mean, obviously you've done it on purpose.
Actually, the other day, at CB, I was playing against Mono, which is casual, right? And I kept blocking stuff, like, that he was going to do on my cup, and he was like, what's going on? Usually when we play, to be honest, I don't block that many of them. But I did, and I was like, dude, I'm just looking at hands. I can see what you're up to.
I mean, the craziest thing about it too is that a lot of players will tell you, I'm not looking at the hands, but you notice all the little subtle things that happen out of the corner of your eye as well that you notice that you didn't even realize you noticed.
By the way, I'm skeptical that a shoebox is very helpful for levelers. When it comes to, for a stick. For levelers, I understand. Like, you're not whipping your arm around.
Oh, right, yeah.
With the stick, I'm looking at your shoulders, dude. Your hands,
And yeah, and that's why. So a lot of the new players these days, they've learned, they've sharpened their blades online and such. back in the day when we were playing
I
the
don't know if my eyes swollen or fucking.
we had the body.
I'm just waking up.
Absolutely.
Do the body fixes. I would tell the story of my jumping quarter circle back heavy punch.
Yep.
In Street Fighter 4, people would see the quarter circle back and like, oh, it's gonna be cross up Tatsu. And they just walk straight into the jump fears. These are just common tactics that we learn. And while some people might think, steering at joysticks is cheating or something like that, but I think it's part of
Really
the game.
conversation. Yeah, obviously. That's too close, friend.
Yeah.
Juicy Joe ready?
Oh, no! That's the wrong time to jump.
That was it. The Juicy Joe, a lot of drive bar spin, but still, did what he wanted to do. All right, Zen showing really good anti-JP stuff off the bat. Looking for parry and then dash. Oh, this
That's gonna be good.
Juicy Joe recognized that, like instantly shot to Juicy Joe for being so quick on the draw.
See how far that hit the jumping strong? Oh my gosh! Now Juicy Joe's just running into everything.
He's playing for the last hit. It was like all he needs is that one last hit.
Right, but he's burned out now. But the jumping strong gonna reach that far. The jumping medium punch. Who has trouble hitting crouching people? If you have enough JP that abuses that, you can actually just do like a lot of crouching moves and just beat it. Ouch! Swinging away. Sometimes you gotta swing with those slower buttons to catch those delay techs.
You might as well mix it up right now.
Nice, got the anti-air and a knockdown off of that. Combo into the throw, and now you're in the.
I think this is a 5-5 matchup.
Now, what's gonna happen? Is he gonna go for the drive impact? No, he's using the watching out for.
Oh, nice.
Oh, and he's still in.
Oh,
Chance level 2 will come out.
Oh yeah.
Wow, that was amazing defense from Juicy Joe, turning it right into great offense.
I mean, I like what Ed was trying to do right there because he was trying to use the awareness of the drive impacts. That's how he got some of those.
this is still first to 2, so this makes sense.
Actually, pulled the trigger on the drive impact. Juicy Joe was still ready for it with a regular throw. Not even just a parry.
No, yeah, he was.
Most people have that parry on lock, that reaction. But of course he was burned out. He can't even do that. So never mind.
He knew his options and he was good.
Yeah.
Good work. He knew his options too. When Jen showed some anti-JP tech, he was very, very quick on getting his own counter to it with dash up parry. Sorry, dash up throw against parry.
Bro, why does this happen?
When he saw Zen with the drive parry, you see all the
Stop
steps
this.
walk forward. It was like, you're stuck for a while. I'm just going to be able to get some offense going here.
Jen
Might have to switch over to YouTube, ladies and gentlemen.
and just like that,
This is stupid.
Joe looking good on drag bars and in trouble.
Yeah, but he's been able to maintain it right now because he has been able to drive parry. Right there, you saw Juicy Joe try to throw out even the turtle off fake right there.
I love it.
Get him to whip that drive gauge. Oh, what a decision to use the window right there.
Great ball. Oh, he wanted bigger stuff.
Yeah.
Wanted to get some big mix-ups going on, but Jen's here.
Oh,
By using the slower buttons to beat up the
Oh.
delay tech. That's what Juicy Joe was trying
yes.
to do.
Okay. Okay.
Bomb set up again.
That's a lot of damage.
That should do it for this round here. Just stomps on you with those arms folded like that. Disrespect.
That's the character, yeah.
Oh yeah.
It looks so cool.
He does. He looks super cool. What do you think of that costume tree?
Yeah, I like it.
Oh, here we go. But of course, doesn't have the same Oki that he did now. When you plant the Psycho Mine, they changed it so that the Psycho Crusher is the Oki tool. Really like that change, by the way. Really like that change. It's one of those.
Saving a little freer than you might have gone into it.
Ooh. Oh wow! Still in time for the punish counter. 45 frames.
That's got to be frustrating.
Drive and parry with.
That's got to be frustrating, bro.
Some frames, so maybe a little land to get that throw in time.
Pretty Jen with a good response. Oh!
Oh wow! He actually blocked in time. I thought he was gonna.
Yeah, I thought
hit
he was in
after-
trouble.
No, the bomb is still there. And yeah, he's using the Labushka to just basically save, protect himself.
Neither one really wanted that space in the map. We've seen both of them get there after Far Scissors.
And we saw double backdash.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Disengage.
Ooh! Okay, they confirm into the level 3. This is going to put Zen on the verge of victory here.
Joe can't afford to take a grab. That's exactly what Zen went.
Yeah, nicely done by Zen right there. You know, one of the strategies to stop drive rush buttons is to try to perfect parry it. And I figured Juicy Joe really wanted that perfect parry because then he could have got a side switch, either from throw, or if he has a nice little setup for that. I don't remember if he had a Lelouchka on deck. So yeah, it could have made a big difference if he got that perfect parry there. So smart from Zen to go for that throw.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him some free offense. That overhead and Juicy Joe trying to press play.
Ooh, nice shimmy.
First amnesia. And Zen baited it out with a shimmy, actually.
Joe, the same idea.
We're gonna watch out. Oh, nice block on the overhead, but he tried to swing it.
Name of the game right there for Joe was to avoid burnout.
Yeah.
It's the pressure. What it's.
Oh, wow. Sneaking through, yeah. I mean, the heavy Streetbach has a lot of startup. The level 2 is going to be able to finish Juicy Joe off, and Zed is actually at match point this time.
I guess that was worth it.
Juicy Joe's got it here. Tension cut back. Oh, wow. Just a raw scissor kick. But he pressed buttons late afterwards. Juicy Joe was able to get a counter hit after being hit by the light. Scissor kicks.
Jimmy's so cool.
Oh, no.
That was a surprise.
Yeah, that was definitely punishable right there. Oh, the check!
Keep looking for the backdashes we had seen before.
Oh, that was out of the air. Good reaction. Zen has been using that overhead a lot. And I like it. You don't always have to save it for end of round. Oh, again, he tried that slow butt. And Zen with a quick reaction.
That's crazy.
Counter throw, and that means
Such a quick turnaround.
take it.
Such correction.
Down game 1.
Definitely impressed.
Back, winning 2 matches in a row.
If you went up to Shannon and like, someone set up us the bomb, do you think he would win
That one? Yeah, I think.
that? Yeah.
I think Zen. I actually
I'm not gonna add that.
I actually think that Zen would actually.
Bro, that's enough.
Yeah?
Yeah, actually.
That is enough.
He's a pretty, caught up on pop culture kind of guy.
Sure, but I suspect being caught up on pop culture does not contain either of those anymore. But I don't know. You tell me. I have no idea what popular pop
The
culture
secret to our
You do know
deodorant
though.
is sand. We got a crazy message from a customer named Mina. Here it is. Hi, I'm a big fan of your deodorant, and I'm a student at University of...
Okay, yeah.
Tired of it.
It's like a street
Just tired of it, bro.
joke. Both of those players, by the way, make it into top 10.
Oh, okay.
That's the way the bracket tells us.
Right, yeah.
No, both of them make it into On winners, winners make it into winner's side, obviously top 24. Losers, though, do make it into top 24 round. That's the way that the bracket works out. But yeah, that's what it says right here on the internet.
Okay.
Right here on StarGG, if you'd like to follow along, we're a comic. It's exclamation point bracket, or just go to StarGG yourself and search for CEO 25, follow whatever game you're interested in. Let me tell you a little bit about what's going on in losers side,
Yes,
because
please.
things have been happening, right? Shine 2-0 over Mizuha. Wow. Eliminated Mizuha.
Okay.
Chris Wong 2-1 over Noah the Prodigy. Noah's out.
Wow.
Noah's out. Big Bird 2-0 over Koji. Big Bird also out. Sahara 2-0 over Dual Kevin. Wow. Kevin's out. Higuchi 2-1 over VX Bao. VX Bao's out. Akira 2-1 over Nemo. Nemo's out.
And you know what? Honestly, out of these premier events where you can qualify straight up, by winning first place, I think this actually might be the first time Dual Kevin hasn't made like top 3 in the last few of them. Because I mean, last year in all of the offline premieres, he got top 3 like in almost every single one of them, right? And then obviously Combo Breaker, he did super well.
Well, the Japanese weren't traveling like they are for this tournament.
That's surprising right there, because again, credits to players, obviously, but like, I don't think anybody would be surprised either way, saying this player won. Like, I was wincing at a lot of the results there. I would have been wincing if you had read the opposite. You know, victory. You
I hear
know,
ya. I hear ya.
I would have been like, oh my god.
I hear it. Yeah. All right. Well, we got a big one coming up on stage. Let's head up there. That's right. It's Lashar.
Okay.
Knuckle Dude.
This one's hard to call because of Knuckle Dude's like 3 characters.
The unfortunate position yesterday of having to be the one to send Dual Kevin to losers bracket. As many of us know, Knuckles and Dual Kevin basically best friends at this point. You know, trading partners and talking about the game all the time, and and even outside of Street Fighter. I still remember the one time.
Crazy that there's only 26 characters in this game so far.
Westwood, and someone saw us and recognized us, and they were like, "Wow, you guys actually hang out outside of the game?" And we're like, "Yes." Yeah, a lot of us. I mean, the friendships that you form here in the FGC, they're lifelong, man. I mean, they mean a lot.
Hear that? Well, here's how we end up on characters. It's gonna be mine on the Shar side.
No surprises here.
No, for sure. Well, looks like Dude thought about maybe going to Cammy, but ends up I think just not going for Cammy as well. But yeah, I mean, certainly the Shar going with mine. No surprise.
Yeah, he's got the and Knuckle also has the DJ now.
That's
So
true.
he's
Playing that a
like
lot
a
online.
lot more DJ. In fact, that's who we saw him using against Dual Kevin yesterday. Obviously, a lot of knowledge.
I don't know. Mai is just still a problem in this game. Her moveset just protects her so much from all of the drive system.
Yeah, I do like what Guile can do in this neutral game. It's like on third screen. That's so important. Ooh, Maya's a little bit worse there than she was before.
Okay, I'll get over my. Gonna get the level. Gonna get the 5 stocks. Ooh, the whip punish.
Aye. Beautiful.
That's standing heavy punch button. You're so.
I don't know if Guile's going to be the one to do it,
And you can't crouch.
but you can't do Cammy, so the only other option would be DJ, which would make sense with his double fireball
That standing medium kick is also excellent too.
and his automatic shimmy moves.
Heavy
Great
hitter.
character, of course.
But they had to nerf a little bit, but still amazing button. I mean, if you just don't whip it, it's still a great button. There you go. Wow.
Dude,
that's
attacking
all
the drive gauge.
Yeah.
Big drive gauge damage.
Countering.
Holy burned even.
Yeah. Let's see. Is he gonna go for the drive it back there in quick time? Remember we saw that actually come back to bite players in the past.
Again. Do maintaining. Who's in? Mix up.
All that chip damage he got during the burnout. Oh yeah, great reaction from Lashar. He's getting counter hit link, and look at this out of the corner already.
Bink.
Level 1 tech, the jump back light punch.
All right, it's pretty much even right now,
He's a 1 tech. I bet, yeah.
Yeah, he was looking for trap.
unless he gets that level 1. Yep.
Started out much faster.
Then now it's very bad. Now it's very bad for Knuckle Dude.
Feeling fiery.
Wow, it's a perfect pattern on the sonic boom. Counter poke, Knuckle Dude didn't react to it. The empty jump. So here we go. Gonna reset the stocks. Boom. There it is. Oh, that is the Knuckle Dude special right there.
Okay, connection comes. Now he's got a lot of ropes too, but this is the start of it. Really 2 hits if they're the right ones. Again, fully Gray. Old Grave May, she ain't what she used to be.
Ooh.
Oh, why?
I don't know what that throw in or Knuckle Dude was about, but that's gonna connect it. Like you said, just maybe.
Oh, nothing.
Oh, grab it.
That's insane.
Second time we saw that.
This is Street Fighter 6.
I like that Knuckle Dude special. He is so good at it. If you jump at him in the corner, he will.
And I'm watching CEO, which is a major tournament out of Orlando, Florida.
Because normally, obviously, you can't get behind him if they're in the corner. Knuckle Dude will actually just do the micro walk and the flash kick. I saw him do that one time. He showed up in the chat, and I was like, did you micro walk it? He was like, yeah. I was like, you're ridiculous.
The spirit of Dagger G alive and well.
Oh, God. I ran into him online.
Yeah, I
himself is laughing at it.
It was the most painful match.
That's awesome.
He was doing so many. He was doing all the drive rush and the sonic boom.
I don't know why he went back with Guile.
It's a match online pretty often.
Oh, cool. Okay, okay.
I would have chosen at least DJ.
You can tell that Capcom is like getting better at the faces. You know, the DLC characters. Yeah, Knuckle, you saw him. He actually thought about that DJ for a little bit, but just went back to the Guile. Super meaty Hisachi Shinobi Machi. Makes it safe on block.
It's crazy that pros still jump with Guile. Guile,
He took his turn back.
there's no reason for Guile to jump.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's the second time we've seen Knuckle do whip a throw at a range that is not gonna land the throw. Standing medium punch from Lashar, the driver's cancel. Here we go. Here's the throw loops potential.
Oh!
Alpha flash kick. Lashar had that red from day zero.
Mine's still a problem. I don't like people down people like
Great job at that mid-range.
overplay
Oh yeah, that thing.
Fast level.
overplay the nerfs that she got, but she's still a problem. She is definitely still a problem.
Kick and advanced her back to the same socket. All right, activate. So, sure, here we go. Big walk up, heavy punch into Sonic Boom. Using that is a nice little weapon to have. See the double drive rush. They're trying to bait something out of it.
There we go.
Much easier to whip punch that move. They made it have extra frames on whip.
Suddenly cornered is due. He really wants that. Okay, finally, yes, he does get the burnout.
Yeah, and Lashar is very far from another level 2 here.
Oh, that was
Down into the corner right away.
I don't know why he didn't just heavy kick.
Very cautious, slow, blocking him out.
There it is. Got the drive gauge back.
Oh, oh!
Wow.
Nice.
After a perfect parry on the Sonic Boom as well.
Getting caught by that overhead is very embarrassing.
To stay alive.
I mean, the empty jump into button on landing, you know, obviously a lot of times you think people are going to be scared when they land that you're going to stick a button in there. Lashar walked forward, pressed the button, and just got caught by that crouching medium kick. Again, I always call that the Mike Ross because he used to do that all the time in Street Fighter 4. Empty jump to low jab from Honda.
There it goes.
What
again.
is going on?
Perfect parry. Oh, and the whip finish now. Where's this? Himself out, but at least out of the corner.
Yeah, and at least burned himself on his own terms. And again, that standing heavy punch.
Holy Gray made close to close. Looking for confirmed self move.
Ooh, nice. Oh, that's a counter hit.
Meaty move. No, you couldn't quite get there in time. That could have been huge.
Yeah, and now the meter is back, so Lashar can actually afford. Yeah, you can see you walk back a little bit there, but you still have to deal with it.
Connection. Lashar's gonna pump it through, and you will get level 3 CA to move on in winner's side.
Lashar advancing through. Of course, he was the one that won combo breaker earlier this year.
What is going on?
2 weeks ago. We'll go down to the loser's side.
It was interesting too because Lashar is one of those players that once he started getting into the scene, he started becoming more prominent. All the top players were talking about him. They were like, "This is the guy who's going to be the problem. Like he's so good, he's so smart, and yet he hadn't ever really like won the big one." And combo breaker, a lot of people were talking about was one of the first times he got first place in that
Yeah,
big
okay.
event, and surprising, but again, he's in the mix all the time, and we've seen some of the just the silly reads that he's had that's just otherworldly.
What is going on with my TikTok live?
So in losers
Like
side,
you're insane.
a little bit more action has been done. In fact, the first round of losers has been completed.
Okay.
I mentioned a lot of them. I'm not gonna rehash all of them, but the ones I didn't get to before were Haba ends up 2-0 over Mr. Crimson. Crimson is out, and then on the bottom side, Ryukichi 2-0 over Yamaguchi.
Right, so I I'm assuming, you know, Rikichi obviously with the Ken, Akira probably with the Cammy still. We've got a Guile. I'm not sure who's the hard plays actually.
So let me just say this: to make it in the top 24 loser side, Kaba versus Shine, Chris Wong versus Big Bird, Hara versus Higuchi, and Akira versus Rikichi. Again, that's in this pool. There's another pool of top 48 that is going to go on.
This is
Oh
insane,
yeah,
bro.
there's one other pool.
Oh man. Oh man. Like you're reading all those names, I would have been surprised if that was like just like you know. But yeah, you're right. That was only 20. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I mean, so like I said, what do we got here? Chris G.
Yeah, this is, I guess, happening off stream at the moment. Chris G and Flaws, according to Star GG, currently Chris is up 1-2.
Yeah. Okay. Not particularly surprised by that, especially because Chris G. Like the crazy thing about Chris G. is that when he plays a character, he doesn't care about what anybody else is doing with that character. He plays the characters in whatever way Chris G wants to play them. It's really nice. So I've always liked to see his take on characters.
Yeah, he's been number 1 on CFN a couple of times. It looks like we're getting up on stage with one of those losers matchups that I mentioned. This is to make top 20
Oh.
side. Kaba made it past
We got Shine and Kaba.
Mizuha, and now they battle.
What is going on with my live,
Super
bro?
Shine, also going to be using the Kimberly over here against
Seriously?
Kama's Guile. Again, you know, throughout the seasons, Kimberly been getting a lot of nice buffs here. One of the big ones that she got, not in this patch, but in the previous major update, sliding being a punish counter, always getting the knockdown at closer ranges. That has made the fight against Guile, I think, a lot better because if you do make it into the Sonic Boom, you get the knockdown. So it's very, very good pressure for her. No butt checks here. They're going right up in there. Well, they probably already did their butt checks.
Yeah, you can just do it on those characters.
Yep.
Shine here because he got sent down by Tien, by the way. Sorry. Shine here because he got sent down by Tien.
Yeah, that was a very lopsided match. I was able to commentate that one yesterday. Nice jump in. Here we go. The pressure. Nice. Gets the frame chop right there and is able to confirm it. See, again, like you can see, you can tell the pro Guiles versus the strong Guiles because Kaba's not charged. Like he hasn't been charged for a flash kick in a very long time. He has just been walking around.
And he hides his charge well. Even on back charge. They have it now.
Ooh! You see green, that means go flash kick.
If you're curious, by the way, Kaba was sent down to losers by ending Walker.
Okay, okay. Oh no. Drive rush overheads and oh, that's a big punish opportunity here. About to say it was dangerous. Getting Kimberly in the corner is where you want to put her.
Okay.
Oh, that's gonna be double back-to-back punish counter combos. And he's gonna go straight into level 3. That's also gonna burn
Man.
out.
2 decisions resulting in burnout in the corner with Kimberly leveled up.
But using that level, I guess it's worth it to get that buff
Kevin Shine's gonna get
from the level 3.
Yeah, and that's the other.
But if she didn't get that buff, I don't know if he would have spent that.
Or a punish counter, I should say. Regular hit, she is guaranteed to be plus, even at the closest possible ranges. So she can always, it's always her turn afterwards.
Yeah.
Oh no, what Shine press?
Who did Kaba even lose to?
Kaba's gonna spend it because look how low he is on drive gauge. He needs to get that drive gauge back.
And having a big life lead is so important. You want the opponent forced into your vortex of them being uncomfortable and neutral on their approach.
Oh, man.
Standing medium kick. The hit, the knockdown, plus 46, but
Nice backdash. Really nice backdash.
there for Kaba. And Kaba takes game number 1.
Kaba also beat Psycho. Is
Oh wow, another Kimberly. And in fact, Shine's Street Fighter League teammate. And honestly, I think Psycho might be the strongest Kimberly right now. So that's an impressive win. Shine probably trying to get some revenge here.
yeah.
Nice block. So far, Kava's remaining very still in that situation. I wonder if Shine's going to consider actually going for the throw afterwards. Oh! Big cut though here from Kava.
Kava does such a great job of walking in and out of range, so you're not sure if he's going to attack or not. Very difficult
Oh!
to read on him like that. Can backdash. Shine in big trouble on drive, on life. Here he is, starting to still turns.
I wonder if Kava was trying to like drive rush with.
Ah!
Valiant effort.
Felt like he was
Valiant
out of
effort.
options maybe, so as you said on hit that would have been fine, but it's still quite punishable.
Yeah, yeah. Can be a tough matchup. Despite the fact that Kim really has a lot of like quote tools to get through fireballs. And it'll be very hard to get through Sonic Boom. I mentioned that yesterday too. If you want to get the combo off of her overhead, you have to be really close, which means you can't be thrown. If someone thinks it's a shimmy, like the shimmy, you're just that delay. So
Yeah.
the throw will finish a lot of times. Oh my God! You see Reed and go.
Yeah, but again, ours is charged well. Shine's looking for that kind of stuff. He's trying to press PC's Kappa move forward. But it's Kappa then hides it so well you don't know if he's got charged or not.
You know Shine and Knuckles do have probably played on Bill.
Man, that's unfortunate.
Control by
Shine out of the tournament. Unfortunate.
Kava with a very dominating performance against Shine.
I'm gonna restart my live because I don't know what's going on, but I will be back.